Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2-point perspective lesson today. And thanks to the past lessons, someone gave idea about castle. So we're going to repeat this perspective theory, that it's not complicated, but very useful to know. So generally, perspective was invented more or less in 15th century. So when Leonardo da Vinci and all this Renaissance movement was in the air. And they started to show like more depth in the paintings. So in general, like perspective, perspective is how to show 3D, so how to show 3D volume in 2D, like it's a paper or it's a wall, so it's flat. The 2D is flat, but we need to show the 3D. And they invented some rules that we are still using today. And we distinguish there is 1-point perspective. We already did it once. So today let's explore 2-point perspective. And 2-point perspective is when we see two sides of the building. It can be a house, a castle. So when we see two sides, we have 2 points where each side is going. Yeah? And in general, to understand the perspective, you need to remember 2 things. So one thing is horizontal line. Yeah? I assume everyone was at least once at the beach. You're standing there and you see the sea, and you see the sky. And there is always this line, that we call horizon. But this line, it's not that this line exists by itself. This line actually is what you see with your eyes. So it's your eye level. So if the person is like very tall, or if the person is very short, they're going to have it differently. So the horizontal line is actually the line, it's the level of our eyes. And let's say next time you're at the beach, you can check it yourself. So you're coming to the beach, you see very nice, I see the sea, I see the sky, I see the line. But then try this experiment. You see it, and then you just, sit. So you like sit on the beach, like make your legs short, and you sit. And what's gonna happen? In this case, this line is gonna go up, and you're gonna see more sea and less sky. But let's say if there is some bench, maybe there is some like bench on the sea, and you stand up, you get up to the bench. And this line is gonna change. Now you're seeing more sky and less sea. So this is the difference. And I'm telling you for you to understand that horizontal line is actually the line of your eyes. Line of your eyes. And this is very important to understand, to remember, because like this depends how you draw and construct this stuff. Okay, we got clear about horizontal line. And the second thing is vanishing points. It can be 1 point, or it can be 2, or it can be 3. So it can be 1, it can be 2, or it can be 3. Today we're doing 2-point perspective. We did 1 point when we did the room, yeah. 3 points, I can explain you maybe next time. It's basically when you do like skyscrapers, yeah, or skyscrapers, yeah. So just, you know, we will explore them later. And vanishing points we do always when we have the building, we have a house, and we see 2 sides of the house, yeah. So I have a house, here are some windows, and here is the entrance. So I see 2 sides of the building, and this is why I need 2 points. And what is it like? What is it, the point? Where I get it, or where it comes from? The point, again, it's a bit kind of that we choose or we assume, and it is where, so you know, parallel lines, yeah, so the lines that are not crossing. So in real life, we know that this side and this side, they're actually parallel, they're not crossing. But when we're drawing them in perspective, they actually gonna cross. They're crossing, they're meeting in 1 point, and this is the point that we are looking for. It might sound a bit like, yeah, strange, confusing, but we're gonna practice now, and you're gonna have the clear understanding. But just to remember, so vanishing point is the point where parallel lines are meeting, yeah? And in the house here, we have 2 pair of parallel lines. So we have these lines, and then let's say we have these ones, yeah? So these ones have 1 point, and these ones have another point. Nice. Okay, that's enough. Sorry if got you maybe, yeah, confused or something. Let's practice. Practice makes it everything much more clear. So find if you have a ruler, yeah, pencil, eraser. So first we do some construction, and then definitely we're gonna have fun as well. Nice, I see girls getting ready. You have the ruler. Nice. Okay, that's showing me thumbs up. She's ready. Cool. Other is also getting ready here. Page. Ellie is still searching for something. No worries. Let's all take time to get ready.
Teacher, I accidentally turned on YouTube when I was searching for something on my phone.
Okay. It's fine. It didn't disturb us. No worries.
But now I'm obsessed with one video and I'm watching it all over again.
It happens. Yes. Cool. Ellie, you ready? As well, you have nice. Audrey, we can start. Yeah, I see Audrey still cutting the tape. Yeah, let's give a few seconds. So what we're gonna start with is defining the horizontal line. Yeah. So defining horizontal line, it means, again, defining our eye level. Eye. So we just remember horizontal line is actually our eyes. Okay, here, we're doing something else, maybe here. So, okay, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do one more little theory stuff. So, let's say I'm drawing a cube, and I can have different positions. So I can have my horizontal line in the middle of the cube. So this is my eye level. Yeah, this is my eye level. And it means the lines of my cube or the house, you know, are going to the horizontal line, because lines are always going to the horizontal lines. Yeah, so because these vanishing points are always on the line. Yeah, so vanishing point and horizontal line, they're connected. It's always there. So this means I'm standing and my eyes are in the middle of the building. What happens is if, for example, I'm looking from down, from the bottom. So my eyes are here. I'm looking there up. It means that this going down, this is going down. And it means I see actually the bottom. I see the bottom part of my house. Yeah, as if like the house is flying, and here I see the bottom. Yeah. And it can be the story when I'm flying up. So maybe I'm a bird and my eye level is up. And it means then, so you remember the lines are always going to the horizontal line. And here they're going to the horizontal lines, and here. And it means I'm gonna see the top. So it means I'm seeing the roof. Yeah. So this is also like general geometric thing you have to understand. Yeah. And depending where you are, according to the building, you use. So either I don't see the roof and I don't see the bottom because I'm here in the middle. Or I'm looking from down, I actually see the middle. Or I'm the bird, I'm flying and I see the roof. Yeah, so this is also something. So if we take this theory and this drawing of mine, here we see I have used this type. My eyes are somewhere here, and look, here are my points. One point is here, one point is here. Here is my horizontal line, the levels of the eyes. And I see, so my build, I don't see the roof, I don't see the bottom. I see the walls going there, yeah? So we're gonna try this, this thing this way, yeah? But so again, just you understand how we're doing it.
But teacher,
Tell me.
why do we always need to start at night?
Well, it actually depends, because let's say for Ellie and Juliet, it's not night, it's almost like daytime, morning, because we have different time zones, yeah? So I understand for you, maybe it's a bit more late. Well, but this is unfortunately so everyone can fit, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I can tell you here in Latvia, it's almost like, you know, our lesson starts at 19.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, for Darcy and Audrey, the lesson starting 7 p.m. That is evening. For Juliet and Ellie, it's a daytime. Yeah, in future we see, yeah, if it can be improved so everyone feels more comfy. Yeah, I understand, girls, and I appreciate you work so hard even in the evening. Okay, let's do our horizontal line. And I suggest you do it a bit more, like 1/3 of the page. Yeah. So let's say you can even like 1, 2, 3. So 1/3. This is where I choose my horizontal line to be. So this is where my eyes are. Yeah, I'm gonna draw again my eyes. I'm choosing my eyes to be here. This is the horizontal line. And this is up to you as an artist to choose where it is. You can experiment and you can have it like really up. You can have it in the middle or really the bottom. Yeah, so this is something you choose, either how you see it in nature or how you wanna, show it in your painting.
Teacher, I don't know how, but I see the light of my death coming at me.
Okay.
My best friend told me that I only have 3 seconds to leave in art class because I took her marker and I asked permission, but she said no.
Okay.
But I thought she said yes.
All right. Well, hope you can continue with us.
Yep.
So, next thing we do, we choose, so we have our box, our house, our box, and we always start with this closest corner to us. And here it's this. It's this part, so this is the part that is closest to us from the building. And we choose where it is, here, 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 yeah? And we don't put it right in the middle, we move it a bit. We move it a bit to the side, and we can draw just the line, yeah? Just a straight line. With this line, we also choose the height, yeah? Maybe a bit not so high, because here I made also the reflection in the water, yeah? So maybe something, but still I'm making a bit bigger, yeah? Let's say like this. So this is the corner. And the next step would be putting these 2 vanishing points. So today we're going to put them on our paper. So putting them on the edges on the paper. Yeah, so just in the end, 2 vanishing points. But it doesn't mean they always have to be inside the paper. And actually, it's very often they're outside. They're more far away. They're outside, here, 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 outside. Yeah. So now it's sometimes your building and the point is more far away than your paper. But today, to make it easier, we use them on our paper. So what we do next? We connect the end of our wall with this point. We take the ruler, we connect this point with this. One line. Yeah, so with this to this. And all 4 lines. Then the bottom is also going to this point. Like this. And then we also going to the point there it is more far away. So we're going to this side. And again, both from bottom point and from the upper point. Cool. So once you have this, now you can choose how big is your castle. Is it like long? Is it short? So again, this is something you choose. So you choose the end sides of your building. So you can say, somewhere here, no, like somewhere here. And I say, okay, and maybe somewhere here. Yeah, this is again, depending on how the building is in real life or how you want it to be. And you draw a straight line. Also careful, it's straight, it's not falling. But now very important, the line is just inside these diagonal lines. So it's not going above, it's just here inside. So in real life, all these three lines actually the same height. It's the building, it's the same height. But in perspective, what is more far away, we see more little. It's just the perception of our eyes as people. Yeah. So I've decided this is how big is my building. This is actually, I can like lighten up a bit. Yeah, so this is, maybe you understand this better. This is away. Yeah, this is my building. Yeah, I can even also lighten up a bit this horizontal line. And you see it's now like a bit like a cube. Yeah. And I can also draw maybe a bit more thicker the lines of the building. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so these are the basics of doing the cube in perspective. Yeah, this is our castle. Cool. Julie Deli, ready? Okay, nice. So next thing we're gonna do 3 towers. So we have, in the end, of course, there are 4. There is somewhere the 4th tower somewhere there. But at the corners of our building, we have towers. And you see, this one is bigger. It's closer to us. And the other ones are smaller because they're more far away. But in real life, of course, they're the same. So what we do, we choose the, let's say, the thickness. Yeah. I say, okay, so this is the corner. Here is gonna be, yeah, I can use also the ruler, maybe just to make and like till the end again, I can draw it till the end. Till the end. So this is gonna be my tower. And since I want it round, here at the bottom, I'm gonna make like a half circle. And then I can remove the corner. And I'm getting my round tower. Yeah, so here we see the tower is round. The upper part I can leave square, but here I'm getting a round tower. Huh? Nice. And we do the same with the rest. The only thing you need to remember that the objects that are closer to us, this corner is the closest to us, it's bigger, it's thicker. The more far away is the object, the thinner it is, the smaller. So here I do the same, but it's not gonna be that, that thick, yeah? So, and again, I'm drawing the line just inside the, just inside our shape. And the same here at the bottom, I'm doing it a bit curvy. So I'm making it round, yeah? So this is the tower, it's round, it's circle. Nice. Okay. Ready? How it's going? Nice. Thumbs ups from Ashley. Thumbs ups for girls. Cool. Now let's do these upper parts of the towers that are actually square. They're a bit like cubes. What we do? From this middle point, I go a little bit high. So just the height of the tower that I want to make. Yeah. Just one up. And then again, I need my ruler, because from this point, again, I'm going to this point and I'm going to there. And maybe I don't need to go like all the way down. I just connect with my ruler and I can do a smaller line. Yeah, because maybe it's not all the way. And just maybe like, well, let's say two, yeah. It can be maybe a bit, let's say it's a bit longer. There's, yeah, so something, maybe it has the shape. Yeah. Then from this point, I also go there to the other point. So we use the same perspective rules. Yeah. Here I'm just trying to make a bit more interesting shape of the tower. So maybe it's not that squarey, not that boring. So something. Okay, maybe I did it a bit differently. Made it a bit too complicated. I'm just gonna make at the start, I'm gonna make it a bit diagonal, and then I'm gonna go like this. Okay, so this is my tower. Okay, so what the idea again is that from these points, we are going to the vanishing points. This is where we are meeting. Yeah, so I can prolong here. So you see, this is the story and this is the story. Yeah, so you see the line, it's going there. And also like, this is something that is going there. And actually it's good. It's good if you make it also the whole line Because what it's gonna do, look here, it's gonna give me actually the height of the other towers. So by knowing, or let's say by choosing the height of the first tower and using these perspective lines to the vanishing points, I know the height there, yeah? And then I can build it also here, just with the straight lines down, and here, just with the straight lines down. Yeah, so you see they're connected, this and this. So this is like construction lines. Later I can remove them, but now they're helping me to know the height. So basically we did the central tower, and then we have put the lines down to the vanishing points, and it showed us how high in perspective are the other towers. Although we remember that in real life, they are the same, they're the same height. But in our flat paper, we're drawing them like this to give the feeling of 3D. Yes, this is the whole story, the whole need. And now I'm gonna show you one like little thing, little lines, but they're gonna be very important to have this 3D feeling. So yeah, so I want you now, girls, everyone take a look. So this point here, and this point here. So from here we were going here, but now, yeah, take a look, girls. From this point, we are going also to this point. Yes. So again, from this point we went here, but we also go here. And this will help us here, little line. This one, it's gonna give us, let's see, the other side of the tower. Yeah. It's such a little line, but it changes a lot. Yeah, and the same thing will be with the other side. Yeah, so take a look, girls, now. Like from this point, we went here, but we also going to this point. So from this, we also go here, and it's going to be very little line because then it's the wall. But if we have this line, then straight away we have a feeling, oh, it's a shape. These tiny lines are important. Audrey, how's it going?
I'm good, actually. I'm already a bit ahead than you.
Cool. It's working. It's not too complicated, is it?
Yes, I'm just a bit now remaking the trio I made.
Nice. So
Teacher,
tell me, Ashley.
teacher, can I go to the toilet? I feel sick. I feel like I'm gonna vomit.
Oh, of course, go. Don't even ask. Just go, of course. Oh, poor kid.
Okay, I made the bridge. Not like blocky because I'm gonna have a little blocky world. That's from a game I know.
Let's see. Yeah, you let me know when you're ready, and we continue with maybe one more. No, okay, two things: the gate and the bricks, and then the rest is gonna be already fun and just like how you want it. Yeah. Yeah. If you have like, if it's going not the way, yeah, you
I am
tell me.
back.
Cool, Ashley. Glad you're back.
It's actually I accidentally vomited out the ice cream that I ate this time.
Oh, poor Ashley. How's the drawing going, Ashley? Is it good?
Yep, I think it's good.
Nice.
Mine's gonna be made from like wooden planks and cobblestone, like stone.
Okay. Juliet, Ellie, ready to continue? Yeah? Okay, nice. So now let's do the gate. So let's say I want a gate to enter this castle here. And our feeling would be like, okay, let's put them to the middle. But the middle in perspective is not in the middle. And how we spot it, we need to connect two diagonal lines. So I connect this corner with this corner. And then I connect this corner with the other. So I need two diagonal lines of my wall. And the point where they intersect, this is going to be my middle. And I see, yeah, and I see that the closest part is bigger. Yeah, again, it's a bit maybe, yeah, not so. And then from this point, I can make my gate. Yeah, and then it's going to be the right position. So it's going to be actually the middle. That in perspective, so again, we're coming to this word perspective. It's going to be looking like this. Yeah. And then you can make your gate as you want, so maybe a bit more. Now I'm already a bit playing just with the style. Yeah.
I have a ukulele.
Ah,
So
okay.
be careful from me. I have a ukulele. I am dangerous. I could hit you in the head if you touch me.
Here I'm doing also maybe the gate, can make some, if you, I made it like half open. If you want it, you can have it half closed. Yeah, so
Can I play a song?
you can play a song, Ashley, go ahead. Nice. I like this. It was very calming.
I can play on the violin.
Wow.
I have even my own violin.
That's so stylish. Violin is awesome.
Maybe if I quickly get it, I can play something for you.
I would love that very much. Yes. I know, Juliet, Ellie, you also play a musical instrument, don't you?
I think everyone plays musical instruments in this place.
Yeah.
I don't think if everyone does it, but I think that everyone does it. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to get my violin.
Ooh, we're gonna get a violin song now.
Yeah, I love violin. It's like my
My
favorite.
brother actually plays violin and saxophone.
Wow, at the same time. Dorothea, how it's going with the gate?
I did a door instead of a gate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it. Cool. Oh, nice. I see it. Nice. It's a bit open. Cool.
My violin's okay. And I don't need to do anything. Because sometimes the sound is not that good.
I see. Well, check it. Yeah.
Make it
First,
higher and lower.
Okay, girls, bear with me. One last theoretical thing about this perspective, or like, let's say more practical. And then I promise we go with colors and fun and princess, prince, dragon, whatever you want. So, but it will help you understand better all this story. So let's say I want to make my wall with the bricks. So I can start with this part that is closer to me. And I can divide, let's say, I will make big bricks. Yeah, so big blocks. And what happens that from all this point, I need to go here. So from this point, I'm going here. And then from this
I'm
point,
just waiting to play.
yeah, give me just like one. I see already with violin. Yeah. Just 1 second, and yeah, you can play because you already
play the violin. Play the violin. I just love violins so much. I adored them when I was 6 years old.
Oh, for some reason we can't hear you, Audrey. We see you playing, but I think the sound is not really coming to. Oh,
I think she's mute.
no, she's not mute. No, she's. But sometimes it's like Zoom. It doesn't let the songs. Oh, she's playing.
It's super sad that we cannot hear it.
It's extremely sad.
You might have to move closer if you're gonna play it because it might not be picking up the sound.
Nice. Thank you, Ellie, for advice. Audrey, if you can just move closer to the because we saw you playing, but we didn't hear you. It was so sad.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Shh.
I cannot hear anything. I can only hear my stomach growling for food.
Yes, somehow I have no idea why, but we really can't
You-
hear it. So
You was
strange.
picking it up, but because the green. I don't know actually. I can just check quickly. Oh, because The violin is just. You won't hear it. Sorry, but
Like
I think
it's
I can play.
like your violin is a little bit quiet. That's why.
Definitely picking up the sound
Like
though.
actually very loud. That's why.
I can hear the violin a little bit.
Oh, that's not cool.
I only
Maybe I could send you a video where I'm playing after the lesson. I don't know when, but I can someday send you, and you'll send to the others so they could hear too.
Totally agreed. Yes. Very happy. You can send the link and we're gonna check it. I'll be happy to check it. Yeah. Cool, but thank you very much, Audrey, for trying. And sorry for this technology that didn't work here, but so cool you know how to play it.
If I knew where you lived, I already would give you flowers.
Aw,
You
so
played
sweet.
so good.
Yeah, I live in Latvia, actually.
Okay, I'm coming.
That's is coming. Nice.
Sorry.
Okay, meanwhile, I was improving a bit my castle. So once you feel like it's ready, you can also remove a bit the construction lines. Yeah, so it's like help lines, they helped us. But then when you feel, okay, it's done, you can also clean up. And then it's now up to you how you wanna improve your castle. So do you wanna get maybe a road or a bridge to it? You want to add a princess, whatever, like let's say now it's your story.
I'm just gonna make a little picnic blanket while be sitting princess. I don't know.
Like I would write a book. Like once upon a time there was a princess living in her castle. She was minding her own business when the prince knocked on the door. And then and then the prince said, "Princess, if I kill the dragon, will you marry me?" And then the princess said, "No, get out."
Oh, the princess said no.
And then the prince said, "If you don't marry me in 2 seconds, my dad will get angry at me." And then the princess said, "Okay, I will marry you."
Oh. Whew, what a
And they lived
story.
happy ever after.
Well, important, it was a happy end.
And I think I'm gonna publish like a book one day about a
Totally,
princess.
of course. So I have put some like brick lines here, so as if it's stones.
I learned a trick from kindergarten that you need to draw some lines, like a line, a straight line, and then you draw a line in front of that line, and then it just keeps repeating. I learned that from kindergarten.
Okay.
I don't even know how it feels to be in for seventh grade, and I was in the library, and then I saw a math book for the second part,
Mhm.
and it was for seventh graders, and then I was just looking at it, and it was so hard. I couldn't even do a math problem in my head of one of them because they're so hard.
I see.
Like, I don't understand, how do seventh graders even do so good math? And I am only in second grade doing multiplication and how is it called? I don't remember. Oh, it's 2 times 2 equals 4.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty good at maths. I once finished one of my brother's homework was in the 4th class.
Ooh,
Why
not
do you
bad.
why are you even doing your brother's homework if you do your own homework and not your brother?
There's like a program where we both have our own, and I did on my own proper.
Okay, one more thing about a bit theory. So once we have more or less, let's say we have the structure, then it also comes the question about light and shadow. So we choose, because this is like imaginary painting, drawing, we choose where the light comes from. And let's say I choose the light comes here. So like my pencil is here, the sun comes from the left side. It means then the right side is going to be on the shadow. And we remember that if the thing is round and we have our towers round, the shadow goes like slowly. So the upper part of the tower that is a bit like square, like a cube, the shadow goes by the edge. But if the thing is round,
Actually, mine will be from the other side.
perfect. So if your sun is from the right side, you have the shadow on the left. Yeah? But this is something you need to decide first, and then you follow it in all your drawing. So you can't do like, okay, this side is in the shadow, but now this tower, the shadow is going to be on the other side. Yeah, then it's going to be like looking a bit strange because it would be like, oh, there are two suns. One is shining from one side. Yeah, but this is also something when you want your drawing to be realistic, then it's always the question of light and shadow.
I just realized that you can float in your chair. I'm floating in my chair.
Cool.
Actually, you're not floating. Actually, you can't float. Only if you have airplane or something like that. Because gravity makes you, when you jump and try to levitate, it makes the gravity, it makes you pull back to the earth.
Did you know that gravity does not exist?
Yes, it does exist.
I I read on the internet that it does not exist.
I think you are wrong.
I read it all. It said that gravity does not exist.
Well, maybe they're wrong. Because gravity is the thing that pulls us to the ground.
Ooh, we have the physics discussion here. Juliet, Ellie, what do you think? Gravity exists or it doesn't exist?
If gravity didn't exist, we would all be floating right now, and if there
Yes.
and also like literally nothing around us would be on the ground. So when planets have like
Yes.
low gravity, you can jump higher and stuff like that.
It was a
Yes.
perfect explanation.
But there is another thing. If gravity was stronger, we would now be crawling on the ground.
Mhm.
I have this. I was at my ukulele training, and my ukulele trainer gave me this sound tester to
Huh?
test how is it called? The notes of the strings, how they sound.
Mhm. Cool.
I'm just gonna make like light shadows in the water.
Nice. We have also spent quite much time on doing the pencil drawing. So now again, you can all choose how you want. Do you want to go with paints? Do you want to go with markers, pencils? So just
Today I think I'm gonna be more like with markers. I had like I lost some of them, but I had like 120.
I have these alcohol markers, and I only have 60 of them, but I lost some of mine too. And yeah, now I have like, I don't know, I don't count them because I'm too lazy to do it.
yeah, but 60 is a lot.
And my drawing is like this.
Nice. Mhm.
Mine is a bit blockier, and I'm not finished with the walls yet.
I think your drawing is gonna be better than mine because you have been here a more longer time than me. Cause yeah.
Actually, no, I haven't.
Yes, I agree. Ashley and Audrey, you came here more or less the same time.
Am I the only one that is thirsty, or is it just me?
Yeah, are you finished already?
No. I just want to drink something. But I don't want to go to the kitchen, and I don't have anything to drink in my room.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the colors because the drawing looks. I want to make it. So again, I can choose. Maybe I don't want to make the color for everything. Maybe I just want to make sky or the water, or, you know. So I would like you to always remember that one of the main tasks of you as an artist is to make decisions. So it's not because I said or someone else or it's supposed to be like this. You're making the decision. I'm coloring everything. I'm not coloring it at all. I'm putting this color or I'm mixing it. And this is the job basically.
I'm done with the pencil. I'll start a bit with the paint, and then I'll continue with markers.
Nice.
Mine is finished with the drawing.
What should I use for the princess? I don't know actually. Silver or
Yeah, well, think about it, but Julie wanted to show us her finished painting. Nice.
I just have to. I'm gonna do markers on it.
Yeah. Oh, what a dragon is there. Take a look.
It's a happy dragon. It's not. So.
Nice. That's his house, and he says, "Hey, come in. Let's have fun and play around." Such an awesome.
That dragon is super cute.
Yeah, I agree. Nice, nice.
And I'm only coloring with markers right now, just trying to finish.
if actually it's okay if you color a bit what did you didn't want to. And if you don't want to.
So if you like want to color the water and you have those reflections in the water, just grab a blue pencil and then just super softly paint over it. It's gonna make a really soft color, and then you will not have it ruined, the
Nice.
reflection.
Such a good advice. Thank you. Thank you. Actually.
I made a nice a bit. It's a bit a bit a bit I don't know how to tell but silver. I just a bit sometimes so got the colors
Yeah, silver is nice.
like
Using it
like a blue tone. It looks
Mhm.
good.
Totally.
I just grabbed
Try
out
to
of my
make it.
I had something in my pocket just poking me, and when I took it out, it was a pencil with a gold side and a silver side. I don't know how it ended up in there. I think I just put it in there. I don't know. But it really hurt.
Oh,
Yes, I know how it is.
okay, I made a stormy sky. It's a bit like
Oh, that looks bad.
bad, like bad color, or bad because the storm is coming.
Because the storm is coming.
Ah, but
no,
you have a
there's a
safe
storm.
castle to hide in.
Oh no, there's a storm. We gotta hide in our shelter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one.
Well, actually, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember who had the daytime? I don't remember who had the daytime right now. It's morning.
Yeah,
Like noon. It's like 1 right now, basically.
yeah, Juliet and Ellie, they have now the daytime. Like it's
Oh, actually, I have a question to Ashley.
Yes.
Where do you live?
In Latvia.
Me too.
We live in New Jersey.
ooh, nice. Nice to have you girls here.
But I have a question. Which place do you actually live in? 'Cause I live in Riga.
Oh, I know that place. Very good. Well, that's where my grandmother lives.
Oh,
Oh, and sorry for the thing. Okay, I'll tell you just a moment. Do you know Parque Ciela?
I don't know if I know that place.
Oh, the little street. It's so crusty. Crusty.
I actually don't know that place. Sorry.
Hey, if you find out where's that place, I'm living in Park Ciela, third home. There isn't a number code, but I know where I live. So
Well, I live in Graciela. And the number of my house is 12. I just gave away my address. Oh no, they are coming for me.
Now we know your address. We're all coming to visit you now.
I think I can't visit you because my days are a bit busy too. I think I can only go. I don't know, in like I can't go on Fridays
You're a sweet girl.
because then I have all. I learned a lot. I'm going to a lot of art classes. Okay, I have art in 4 times a week, and then I have. I can remember. Swimming, I have 1 time a week.
Oh.
What sports are you
So-
doing, girls? Are you doing some sports?
I'm doing horse riding.
Ooh, cool.
I'm now more with swimming. I'm a swimming girl.
That's also very nice.
I also swim, but I stopped swimming because I'm actually sick a little bit. So my mom told me that I can not go to swimming classes anymore,
Mm.
and that is super sad because I can't swim. So how am I gonna learn how to swim so I could swim in the summer? I don't want to drown.
Aw.
If you one day will come to visit me, I know how to swim very good. I swim a lot, but you need to just to practice. Practicing is the thing you need.
Yes. Very.
I'm telling you, I didn't just hop and learn. I just played and fought, and
Mhm.
I didn't like.
I'm right now drawing so
To get it
aggressive. Just trying to finish.
Okay. I'm already with the coloring.
Cool.
Mine is gonna be a happy day.
Yay. Yeah, I don't know why my one turned like a stormy day. So
But that's okay. Everyone has their own style.
that's true.
And if you wanted it to be stormy day, that's great because I bet love when it's raining.
Everyone can draw how they want because it's their opinion how they draw.
That's true.
And
You
no
don't
one
need to be somebody. You need to not need to be somebody. You have to just be yourself. Be creative in your own style.
Yep, that's
Oh,
right.
girls, you're so wise.
Yes, I'm a bit wide, like more than I thought. I see.
There's one alcohol marker that is named Jasper. I don't understand. Why is there a name? Someone.
Hey, I'm almost finished with mine.
Oh.
Mine is give me a happy and sunny day.
I was thinking I could draw a cat
Hmm. Oh, nice.
because I love cats and horses, but I can draw but I cannot draw horses. I'm bad at drawing horses.
We can practice so you get better in drawing horses.
I was training every day to draw a horse, but it just didn't come to me.
Okay.
I just didn't do it.
Well, I will try to think of some exercise so we can practice horse drawing.
Actually, a horse drawing would be a pretty good lesson to me because I don't know how to draw a blocky horse.
Okay, then it's a horse next time. Hmm?
I was
Yes.
thinking maybe like a horse in the forest because I love the forest and I love horses.
Sounds nice to me. Yeah.
Drawing around the sun so I could
Mhm.
the shade could be good. But I don't understand why do Latvians only have a president and not a king and queen?
Well, that's how the history went.
Okay, I finished mine.
Ooh,
The princess,
excited.
a bit part of the princess will be covered with a bird that's flying.
I'm
Okay.
drawing a flag. I actually love to draw flags.
Oh, nice. Actually, good idea. We can add a flag to the castle.
Actually, I didn't think of that. Maybe yes. I think yes. That would be a great idea. I think I'll pick my favorite color, blue.
My favorite color is blue also.
Oh, you like blue and green when it's mixed together?
Yes.
Oh, that's my favorite tone actually.
I accidentally pulled my ear thinking it wouldn't hurt, but it actually hurt.
That's so sweet.
Okay, I finished mine. Just need to quickly wash my hands so I won't do anything to my painting. Like the paint to be careful.
I actually paint my hair with these alcohol markers because I'm just bored. And my mom likes it.
But does it stays? Does it stays painted in your hair?
It does not stay. It always washes out in the shower and it's so annoying. I just want it to stay.
Yeah.
I just need to get my tape off and then I'm ready to start my painting.
Okay.
And I'm
Okay.
about to finish.
Well, I think my painting is also more or less ready with my stormy day, white horse. It's a bit mystery.
I finished! Yay, finally!
Cool. I'm taking my tape off and then we can all
Right.
share our results.
I'm okay. I'll send you on my phone.
Yeah.
Quickly get it.
Sure, send it.
Can I show mine first?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna stop recording. So I'm pressing to stop the recording so we can now share.